What's up, everybody? Joe White here, and I just want to thank everybody. If you have not listened yet to the podcast, the breaking news podcast that we did last night, me and King Firehawk, we spent 2 hours discussing TNA, Ring of Honor, the state of those two things with the Destination America deal happening. Um, Sorry, I had something in my eye there. We spent 2 hours talking about that and what that means for each company, and kind of about why I'm such a Dixie Carter hater and all this and that. Well, I wouldn't say I'm a hater. I don't hate anybody. I'm just not a big fan. But we went in and we talked about that. Hold on. Went in and we talked about that. Sorry, I had something on my phone. Um, Somebody's out there going, "How rude! Checking your cell phone in the middle of a video." I don't give a damn. But we went ahead and talked about that for a while. We talked about wrestling in general for about 2 hours. And me and Pat and I do not share the same opinion on TNA. So it's very good to hear that back and forth there. I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. Pat said he wants to do it. And that relates to the Reaper back here, Sons of Anarchy. The Sons of Anarchy series. I can't do it by myself. So Pat wants to do season one with me. So if anybody out there is a Sons of Anarchy fan, and if you have a microphone and are able to go on Skype, I could Skype you and we could do that over here. You don't need a computer really. All you need is to be able to Skype me, and that's it. We could do it. Um, I wanted to talk today about gaming, but before I talk about gaming, thank you so much to Casey Carlisle, wrestler. She's a wrestler. Look her up on Twitter. I think it's at Casey Carlisle. She's on Facebook as Casey Carlisle. I might even put a link to her Twitter down below in the description. If you want to listen to that podcast that we did last night where I told a great Casey Carlisle story and ranted a little bit about women's wrestling in general and the way women are treated in the business nowadays and how I think that should change and is changing. See Bowser right here? Click on Bowser right now and you'll be taken to that podcast video. So you'll be able to see that if you just click on Bowser right above here. You'll be able to see that video. I'm going to put a little annotation, as Google calls it. Also, I'll have, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, links down below. And thank you so much to those of you who have listened and who have liked it and who have shared it. 1640 PWPR is growing. Facebook.com/1640 PWPR. That network is going to grow. I have faith in it. We got the Ken Reedy show. We got the King Firehawk show. We got Mikey Ferrara, D-Line. We got everybody over there. So I love this cup. Everybody says the Monopoly cup is cool. It's Mr. Sorry. A lot of people say this is the Monopoly guy or it's Mr. Monopoly, which is now his current name. But I'm sorry. If anybody knows Monopoly, this dude right here is Rich Uncle Pennybags is his name. A lot of people are tilting their head going, huh? But yes, that's his original name. It's not Mr. Monopoly. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching that. Today, I want to talk about gaming. And my girlfriend was sent an email this morning. And her son was instantly mesmerized, I should say. He was wanting to do this, and unfortunately, the college that sent this out is about an hour and a half away, and we just can't afford to take him back and forth for an hour and a half. An hour and a half drive, 3 hours out of my day driving. No, it just ain't gonna happen. And the price is a bit steep for my budget, especially for this sort of thing. But Patrick Henry Community College sends this out today. It's the 2015 Kids College, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. And if you see me looking over here, I'm looking at my other monitor, not directly into the camera, because I want to read this to you. It's basically, they have Minecraft Makers Camp. Design your world in Minecraft and 3D print laser cut, and build your characters out in real life using various fabrication lab equipment, including laser cutters, 3D printers, and more to manufacture their ideas. The cost is $75. It's 1:30 to 4 p.m. the week of June 1st through the 5th. Now, I wonder if they have a link here to it to decide. Now, this is for 6th to 8th graders. And if you live in the Southside Virginia area and you want to sign up, go to Patrick Henry Community College's website. They have it there. I wonder if they have more. They don't have any links. You can't really click on it. But Minecraft Camp? So I'm assuming that you would somehow, and I'm sure they're not the first people to do this. I'm sure it's not a new thing, but this kind of it's a new thing for my area, and this kind of caught my eye here. You would make a world in Minecraft. I'm assuming they give you the week to do it, like 2 days out of the week to build your world. And you would have to do it without any enemies because you got to build things, and you can't be bothered with fighting Endermen and skeletons and things like that. But I'm assuming you build your world, and then somehow they would have to do it on the PC, and then I'm assuming that they use PC versions, and I'm assuming that they take those PC versions and hook a 3D printer into the video game somehow, like a plug-in or something that allows the video game to send the information to the printer, or for the printer to get the information it needs from the video game. I don't know. If anybody knows how that works, message me and tell me, or leave a comment down below. Hit that like button down there, by the way. That like button, it's in need of attention. And subscribe. But Minecraft Camp, that's crazy. And then they have cooking classes and, your usual stuff. But the Minecraft Makers Camp, my girlfriend's son loves Minecraft. I mean, he's sitting there with his Xbox 360 and he's got the laptop open, which kind of ticks me off because it's taking up bandwidth, but that's beside the point. He's sitting there on the internet trying to figure out how to make this and how to make that, and it's just, he's all into it, man. I used to be into it. I like Minecraft. The problem with Minecraft is that it gets old really quickly for me. And it gets boring really quickly for me. I'm not one of those guys that could sit there and play it for hours upon hours upon hours. I'll give it a couple of hours, and then I got to step away for, weeks or months at a time. But the Minecraft Camp, I guarantee you that one's going to fill up quickly. I'm curious to see how big they're going to be able to make this. I'm curious to see what kind of 3D printer that they have for this. Like, would you get to actually input this? Are they going to have like an adult there for you? Because 3D printers are expensive. I'm curious to see how this looks after it's done. I'm kind of, I would do this, as an adult. I would want to do this. I'm curious to see how this works. If anybody knows how this works, if there's a video on YouTube, send me the link and, make a comment down below and link me to it. But this is just a short video. I wanted to bring that up, and I don't know how this works. It's interesting to me. What do you think about this? Is this a good way to, incorporate video games? Is this the next step in 3D printing and building materials? Are we going to have things like Minecraft where we design stuff and then a machine takes it and prints it into the real world? It's weird. It's interesting to say the least. But that's it for me right now. It's a short video. I got another video coming up later today, giving a little bit more thoughts on the Ring of Honor situation going on with Destination America. Again, I will, click on Bowser at the start of this video if you want to learn, or if you want to watch that podcast that me and Pat did. I want to thank Pat so much for doing that with me and having that idea. That was awesome. I really enjoyed doing it with him for 2 hours last night. We talked about wrestling, and it was just so nice to do a podcast like that with him. 1640 PWPR, facebook.com/1640 PWPR. But tell me what you think about the Minecraft Camp. It's Minecraft Makers Camp is what they're calling it, and it's brand new. The guy who's doing this is Matthew Wade. I might get in touch with him and bring him on here if he could Skype and figure out what that's all about, because I'm kind of interested in this now from my point of view of how they actually do this and how you actually take something like Minecraft and put it to the real world. We might try to get Mr. Wade on here if he could Skype. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you down the road. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thanks for watching.